Right, thank you gentlemen. Bout number 1 is a light heavyweight contest of 4 2-minute rounds. Between in the red corner representing the Western Counties, Callum Harper. And in the blue corner representing the Royal Navy, Anthony Graham. Graham blue, Harper the red.
So a very warm welcome to the Grand Thistle Hotel here in Bristol, and this Bristol Sporting Club show between the Western Counties and the Royal Navy. The first 4 matches between those two teams, and then we've got some great supporting contests as well. This is Nigel Turner at ringside alongside Craig Turner once again joining me, and as usual, still no relation, Craig.
As usual, you've not proposed as yet, Nigel. Good evening, great to be back.
It certainly is, and this is a light heavyweight contest then between Callum Harper in the white vest with the green trim for the Western Counties and Anthony Graham for the Royal Navy, and he's the southpaw stance there, and we'll get Craig's view immediately. This you were just saying before the bout got underway that Callum's stepping up a bit in weight to take this one on.
That's right, I'm sure as well within him. He's making a nice start as usual. Great movement, great speed. Callum from the newly formed Tavern Amateur Boxing Club run by his dad Russ Harper in Minehead. And nice start, lots of movement, switching stance there. Big, strong, capable guy in Ashley Graham. Interesting start.
Certainly is. So as ever, the two teams will be keenly contesting this match. They've been boxing against one another for the last 40 years plus. So real tradition here in this evening. A bit of a hush over the room, and then a little bit of support for both boxers. Of course, it'd be good to see the homeboys do well, the Western Counties, but the Navy boxers always very welcome visitors indeed, and Anthony Graham already giving a good account of himself in this one, Craig.
That's right, from the southpaw stance, he's very squat. Callum outreaches him and very much taller, as you can see. Needs to use full benefit of that reach, as he did just there, not let the guy walk him down. But interesting stuff, the first round just being shaded a fancy by the Navy man at this stage.
Yeah, he's showing lots of aggression, albeit controlled, and just trying to get inside, as Craig said there, and use the shorter levers to score points to the body and the head of his opponent, Callum Harper. Harper with the red head guard, of course. A great experience, as we say always on these occasions, for these young men to fight in front of an audience like this in the setting that it is. And that's a good shot there by Callum Harper, right on the bell, just tagged his man.
That's right, he caught him a little bit square there. Great shot there as Callum switched. Very intelligent boxing from Callum. Equally, Anthony is going to stand on his man, try to use that southpaw stance to his effect. Very strong, capable guy in the Navy for 4.5 years. 16 bouts, winning 8 of those. It's been around a bit.
Yeah, so he knows what he's doing, and as ever, it's difficult sometimes for the Navy to put out strong teams, isn't it? Because of obviously all the commitments we know about at the moment, but you know, they're not ones to let the side down. They don't want to break this great tradition of coming to Bristol this time every year, do they?
Definitely not. No, we're now talking about the 46th season of Bristol Sporting Club, and the Royal Navy has been a regular fixture in all that time. The Royal Navy at the moment, as you say, heavily committed across the globe, but always managed to put out a good team, very sporting, a very good standard.
Yep, so see what they've got in store for us here this evening. Anthony Graham flying the flag for them in this opening contest. This is round number 2, and good exchange of blows there by both men. Harper trying to use those longer levers. Anthony Graham getting inside to some good effect at the moment. Break called by referee, and it's still the Navy boy just being fractionally the more aggressive, not afraid to step inside the lead of Harper and risk some punishment to land a few of his own.
That's right, he's got to be careful, Graham, that he doesn't step into Callum's straight right, textbook answer to a southpaw, right hand left hook, as you can see there. Absolutely fantastic timing there from Callum.
I was going to say, we're not putting this commentary on afterwards. You were spot on there. You predicted it just a split second before it happened.
It's all more luck than judgment, Nigel.
No, plenty of judgment in there, I think, and Harper getting a little bit of an impetus from that and really taking it to Anthony Graham at the moment and dominating now this second round. And Graham just trying to take a little bit of a breather at the moment, get his senses back, and realises that he made a fatal error there, but good movement now, just keeping out of the way and trying to let his head clear a little bit.
That's right, doing the right thing, try and take a walk around, get himself back together again. Another good right hand from Callum, just at the couple of seconds there ago, but he boxed him very well within himself. Fancy he's got a little bit more aggressive since previous performances, Nigel.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and of course Graham, apart from trying to clear his own senses, just by keeping out of the way, just trying to destroy the rhythm, the nice rhythm that Harper had got into after landing that big shot. But Harper now still continuing the attack, and there's the bell to end round number 2, and Callum Harper, as he goes back to the corner, will be well pleased with the work he put in that round.
Oh, definitely, textbook stuff. Right hand, left hook. Needs to keep it long, still use the height and reach advantage, even though he's pressuring Graham. Graham's still very much in this contest. Royal Navy know all about adversity, and they can come back from that. So still very much all to play for.
Yeah, so 2 rounds to go, 4 2-minute rounds for this one. Anthony Graham for the Navy in the blue corner, and Callum Harper for the Western Counties in the red. As I said at the beginning of the contest, there are 4 bouts in the match between the Western Counties and the Royal Navy, and then some good supporting contests to come. And don't forget that you can watch this via the Bristol Sporting Club website, brand new, bristolsportingclub.com, if that's where you're watching us at the moment. Glad you joined us, helping to support amateur boxing. And here we go, round number 3, straight, both men straight onto the attack at the start of the round. Harper, who's dominated the previous session, looking to carry on the good work, and Graham looks like he's got his senses back together again. The guard up high again, tries the right, which is blocked well by Harper's gloves, and Harper now again unleashing those longer shots, and certainly making the most of the longer reach he's got in this one, and that's what he should be doing.
Yeah, he's boxing to the corner's advice there. Keep it long, but sustain pressure. Keep it long, sustain pressure, and in the way. Good right hand, left hook again, got through. Awful lot of the stuff, remember, arms and gloves don't count. So a good tight defence, thwart the opponent's attack, and some good stuff again there from Callum.
Yep, so he's trapped Graham up against the ropes now. And just trying to make hay while the sun shines, as they say. Nicely turned away from the ropes by Anthony Graham. Still keeping his wits about him. Took one to the side of the head guard there. And just trying to trade it a little bit more. Harper steps in with a left hook. He was a little bit off balance when he threw that one. Stumbled past his opponent into the ropes. Just getting caught up a little bit inside there. But still, you know, if you give points for aggression, then it's Harper who's dominating the contest.
That's right. Amateur boxing differs, of course, to professional boxing, where aggression is wholly win-your contest, where a knockdown wins a round. This is a point-scoring game. And changing tactics from Graham, I fancy, in this last round. Boxing a lot looser and looking to counter rather than be the aggressor. Yeah.
So, break called again, and a rather wild swing by Harper on the way in, just getting maybe a little bit over enthusiastic. And back comes Graham, pins him against the ropes, and that's the end of round number 3. But you would think that Harper, who actually looks a little bit tired as he slumps down to his stool there, he's gotten through an awful lot of work, but you'd think that he was still pretty comfortably in front.
I should say so at this stage. All to play for, because in amateur boxing, as I say, Nigel, a clear shot can swing things right back on itself, as you know. I should imagine the corner telling Callum now again, mid to long range, don't get involved with a shorter man, especially a southpaw, very dangerous, very unpredictable. And the Royal Navy will be pushing their man forward to come across and bang that left hand over. And he's throwing it from a pretty awkward angle as well, as you saw in that. So it's unpredictable. Interesting last round to come.
Yeah, but it's almost a case of all or nothing for Anthony Graham, isn't it, for the Navy? Doesn't he needs to put on a real spurt in this round if he's to get back what we assume is probably a maybe 3-4 point deficit, perhaps. Would you think?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Again, arms and gloves are being hit, and from this angle, remember, there are 3 judges at ringside, all of which see a different angle. So I'm not entirely sure what the deficit would be. What we see would be vastly different to what the judges will.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll wait and see then, as this is the final round of 4. And a little bit of holding. Maybe just having a bit of a breather, the two of them. It's been a fast pace. Harper lands that almost lazy-looking long right. And they get tangled up again. Referee having to intervene a little bit more as the contest goes on. Harper again trying to keep out of harm's range as Graham tries to get in underneath that long lead. Graham just not finding the target at the moment. And they're both in the centre of the ring, and they're both looking quite tired now, Craig.
That's right, these 4-2s really take it out of you, because it is still a very fast pace. The Navy man being urged forward by his corner, the Royal Navy coach on his feet. It's a clever movement there to avoid an attack, but again the fatigue's showing now. Nigel will be very careful that Callum doesn't lose his clear points advantage.
Yeah. The thing with Graham's very tidy, isn't he, when he's boxing within himself, but now he's got to chase the fight to a certain extent. He's maybe just becoming a little bit more ragged when he comes forward.
That's right, yeah, but again, dangerous things. When the fatigue sets in, the skill goes, and that's when we see some big shots going, Nigel, isn't it?
Yeah. So both with their hands quite low, and there's the bell to end that contest, and you certainly couldn't fault the commitment of either boxer in that one. All out for 4 rounds, and now we just have to wait to see how the judges saw it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the unanimous decision is Harper in the red corner.
Thank you, Chris. And if Tom Hale from Central Chambers, if you'd like to come up, a couple of you to present the trophies. Come on, Mike.